الرجيم بسم الله رب العالمين. اللهم صل على محمد سيد المرسلين وخاتم النبيين وحجة رب العالمين، المنتجب في الميثاق المصطفى في الضلال المطهر من كل آفة، البريء من كل عيب، المؤمل للنجاة، المرتجى للشفاعة، المفوض إليه دين الله. السلام عليك يا أبا عبد الله وعلى الأرواح التي حلت بفنائك. عليك مني سلام الله أبدا ما بقيت وبقي الليل والنهار، ولا جعله الله آخر العهد مني لزيارتكم. السلام على الحسين وعلى علي بن الحسين وعلى أولاد الحسين وعلى أصحاب الحسين وعلى أخته العقيلة زينب وأخيه أبا الفضل العباس ورحمة الله وبركاته. قال سيدنا ومولانا سيد الشهداء أبا عبد الله الحسين عليه أفضل الصلاة والسلام: أما بعد، فإني لا أعلم أصحابا أوفى ولا خيرا من أصحابي، ولا أهل بيت أبر ولا أوصل من أهل بيتي، فجزاكم الله عني خيرا. For the hastened appearance of Imam صاحب العصر والزمان، أرواحنا وأرواح العالمين لتراب مقدمه الفداء. loud صلوات. For your well-being and the well-being of your family and the Zawar of Abdullah al-Hussein, loud salawat. Allah. Loyalty, embracing death, certainty, sincerity are some of what the companions of Abu Abdullah al-Hussein possessed. In addition to those characteristics and virtues, you find them also possessing devotion to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala and to the leader, knowing their imam and obedience to his sayings. Piety, those are the lists of the virtues of Imam al-Hussein alayhi afdalus salati wassalam's companions, that you find them to be virtues of also the companions of our Imam صاحب العصر والزمان، أرواحنا وأرواح العالمين لتراب مقدمه الفداء. A person who is not loyal cannot be companion of Imam al-Hujjah. A person who is not sincere cannot be companion of Imam al-Hujjah. Who is not certain cannot be companion of Imam al-Hujjah عليه أفضل الصلاة والسلام وعجل الله تعالى في فرجه الشريف. Tonight is a night of Ashab, the companions of Abdullah al-Hussein. They embraced death after they had certainty, and they came to conclusion that we follow our Imam even to death, and they were killed on that day that is known as the day of Ashura. But what they did was they set for us who we live 1,380 years after their martyrdom examples of how can I become a good loyal companion of my Imam, like they were the companions of Imam of their time, Sahab al-Asr wa Zaman of their time, Sayyid al-Shuhada, of their time. So how can I be like them? That is the question here. Because when you find the alamat of mu'mineen, you find them to have this alamat, these signs of the mu'mineen. When it comes to alamat of mu'mineen, there are the embodiment itself of taqwa. They worshipped Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Even that night that is known as Laylat Ashura, the eve of Ashura, they spend the night prostrating, bowing down, reciting Quran until the day that was the day of Ashura. They fought for Imam al-Hussein and their lives was there, right in the hands of Imam al-Hussein. And whenever one of them fell down, it is narrated, Imam al-Hussein becomes more joyful. Imam al-Hussein, every one of them falls down to his death. Why? Because that is set an example for me and you. And they have given their life for something that is vaster than any man. And that is the cause of Abu Abdullah al-Hussein. Some say, before I start the whole topic about the companions of Imam al-Hujjah, alayhi afdalu salati wassalam, there is that misunderstanding from the other part, and I call it with misunderstanding with all due respect. The other words you can use from the vocabulary is that these people, the so-called Ahl Sunnah wal Jama'ah, they come and they say that Hussein did not fight. Hussein, that's them. That's how they phrase it. Hussein did not fight to revive the religion of Islam, and he did not lay down his companion's life and his own life and his family's life on the line to revive the religion, to reform it. He fought because he was in a delusion that he might get the Khilafah in his hands. He was about to reach Kufa, and the road to Kufa was blocked, so he couldn't reach Kufa. His ambassador, Muslim al-Aqil, was killed in Kufa, and there was no way for him to reach Kufa. And he was surrounded by the army and he was killed. The intention of Abu Abdullah al-Hussein was that he wanted to get the kingdom in his hands. This is their understanding of an imam. And what can you say about a people when they downgrade the Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam in order to get their own companions, the companions, to the level of the Prophet? They downgrade the Prophet so they can upgrade the companions to the level they can say they are equal. And they come with this kind of theory that, well, he didn't fight to revive the religion, to reform it. This is the saying of the Shia, because they want to give it a better, picture of what happened, and because of the betrayal and all that. If Abu Abdullah al-Hussein was on his route to gain the kingdom, he wouldn't take in his children with him. He wouldn't take his kids, his family with him. He wouldn't do that. The intention is to revive the religion. This is why he said about his companions that you are the most loyal of the companions. One, they had foresight as well. Foresight and knowing your imam. قال رسول الله صلى الله عليه وآله وسلم من لم يعرف إمام زمانه مات ميتة جاهلية. We all know this. Whoever doesn't know the imam of his time dies the death of jahiliyyah, because he doesn't know the imam of his time. If you look at the life of our imam, Sahib al-Asr wa Zaman, what is it that he requires us to do? what the companions of Imam al-Hussein did in Karbala, it sets an example for me and you. And what Hurr ibn Yazid al-Riyahi said, he said those words, and it's narrated when he looked at the army of Umar ibn Sa'd preparing for war. And then he looked at the camp of Imam al-Hussein. There are few soldiers and the rest of them are children and women. He came to Umar ibn Sa'd and he said to Umar ibn Sa'd, are we fighting this man? He was referring to Imam al-Hussein. Yes, we are. On one side, on the right side, you have the heads falling, and on the left you have the hands, the arms and the legs falling. We are fighting them. Then he stood there thinking for a moment. That thinking, for a moment you have to think, which one is your better alternative? Which one do I take? This road or this road? And that's what he did. He stood there for moments. He started thinking which one I'm going to help, which one I'm going to go to be assisted with Umar ibn Sa'd or with this Sayyid al-Shuhada, this man who is the grandson of Rasulullah sallallahu alayhi wa alihi wa sallam. He said this, أُخَيِّرُ نَفْسِي بَيْنَ الْجَنَّةِ وَالنَّارِ. I see myself on a road that one takes me to paradise and the other one takes me to hellfire. أخير نفسي بين الجنة والنار. How many things you do during the day that you have to say that word, أخير نفسي. I can see myself between two roads. Which one do I take? Moments he thought to himself, moments. أخير نفسي بين الجنة والنار. So which one do you take, Hur? لا أختار على الجنة شيء. I will not take any other road except for that is paradise. And he came to Imam al-Hussein and he amended, he changed, he forgave. He asked forgiveness of Imam al-Hussein alayhi afdalus salati wassalam. Imam Hussein forgave him and he was the first to die for the cause of Hussein. So what is this? If you come and you study this kind of an action, one says أخير نفسي بين الجنة والنار, and he came to the path of Imam al-Hussein and he asked Imam al-Hussein permission to be the first to die for his cause, and the others that were there. Now the numbers of the soldier combatants, we have different narrations. There are some that say 40,000, some say 30,000. Some say of the narrations, they come back and they narrate and they say Imam al-Hussein in Karbala was surrounded by 40,000 and there was another 10,000 soldiers outside of Karbala. So how many people? You might think this is a big war, there is hundreds and hundreds of thousands there. No. 72. They are surrounded by 40,000 and there is another 10,000 outside of Karbala, just to be sure that we have enough numbers. We have enough numbers. Some of them, they did not shoot an arrow, nor they shot a spear, nor they fought with a sword. They were just there to add to the mass, to the numbers. It is narrated Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam came to the people who killed Imam al-Hussein on the day of judgment. One of the enemy soldiers, the enemy combatants, he saw in his dream Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam, he was punishing those who fought Imam al-Hussein in Karbala, and he came to this man. When he came to Rasulullah, he said, Ya Rasulullah, I didn't fight him. I did not throw any rocks or pebbles or shoot any arrows or fight him with a spear or with a sword. I was just there. Rasulullah said, did you add to the blackness to the blackness of the army? He said, yes. He said, you know what you did with that? You broke the hearts of my Ahlul Bayt. On top of that, you frightened them. Standing, even though you're not fighting, just adding to the mass, come here. He came to Rasulullah, and Rasulullah touched his right and left eye. When he woke up from his dream, he couldn't see anymore. He lost his eyesight. I was just there. So some people, they say, I can't come to the majlis because it's boring or whatever. They come with excuses. You attending the majlis, adding to the crowd, gives you benefits, gives you reward. Now you can sit down in the comfort of your house. You can see, mashallah, live stream from any majlis you desire. But coming to this majlis has a benefit, has a reward. This man was there just to add to the blackness of the army. And he frightened the children. He frightened the woman. You know how frightening it is for a child to see there is 40,000 surrounding the camp. They are in small camp. And they are playing the drums. They're playing the drums, and each and every one of them is armed to the teeth. I was just there. Is that a good excuse to say to someone, I was just there? You being anywhere, your presence in a place, either that place is a sinning area that they do sinning in it, you get that sin. If that place is where they sit down and they remember Ahlul Bayt alayhim afdalus salati was salam, you get the reward. So let's go to the list. There are 10 of them. 1. Loyalty. 2. Embracing death. 3. Certainty. 4. Sincerity. 5. Devotion. 6. Piety, taqwa, being God conscious. If we don't come to each one of them in detail, inshallah, the subsequent nights we talk about them. 7, obedience to the Imam. Get up, go sit down in the tannoor, in the oven. What did he do? Harun al-Makki. We mentioned this last night. Without asking a question, he went and he sat in the tannoor. But the other one, Ma'mun al-Raqi, he said, I can't, I have a family, I have this, I have that. Obedience to the Imam without asking one question. In order to become one of those 313 soldiers of Imam al-Hussein, Imam al-Mahdi alayhi afdalus salati was salam, you have to have all those and more. In order to become one of those 313 companions of Imam al-Hujjah. 313. Piety. Pious. Now we have some people that are scared more than Allah. That are scared more than people than Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. If there is a large gathering, you don't see anyone doing haram. He's even ashamed of his wife. He's even ashamed of his son, his children, of his friend. But when it comes between him and Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, there is nothing. There is no boundaries, there is nothing. Everything can be done. What else? Foresight. Foresight, knowing which is wrong, evil, and knowing which is right. And following the one that is good, that is right, on the right path. Sallallahu ala Muhammad wa ali Muhammad. 9, knowing the Imam Salamullah alayhi. Number 10 is that they saw life in its true form. How do they embrace death? No one embraces death. Everyone is scared of death. If you go right now to the hospital and you see people on their last breath, last moments, no one wants to be there. No one wants to be there. Everyone is scared, everyone is afraid. This guy is on his last moment, taking his last breath. I don't want to be there. People, they run to weddings, they run to celebrations, but no one wants to be when there is death. But these people, they embrace death. Why? Because they saw life the way it is. This true form. And life doesn't have any meaning if there is no purpose. If you have no purpose in your life, if you have no goals in your life, if you have no goals, you don't want to reach anyway, not reach perfection, salvation, be a better person, you are like that donkey that goes around and there's nothing coming up to him. He just goes around grinding the wheat. Now, there is a hadith in Bahar al-Anwar, chapter 59, of Imam Ja'far ibn Muhammad al-Sadiq, alayhi afdal salati was-salam, where he talks about the companions of Imam al-Hujjah, alayhi afdal salati was-salam, the 313. Number one, let's talk about that number. 313 are not the soldiers, just the soldiers, because Imam has more than 313 soldiers. The 313 are the commanders, they are the leaders of his armies. So the most close, loyal soldiers of Imam al-Hujjah are 313 soldiers. They are commanders, they are generals, they are on the highest rank. When we say Imam has 313, doesn't mean this is it. Imam has 10,000 soldiers, but there are, inshallah, we'll be one of the 10,000. I don't know if we can be one of the 313, it's very hard. But 10,000, there are the ranking is much less than the 313. 313, they possess the virtues of Imam Hussein companions. That's how much they have. They possess of the characteristics of the moral and the ethics and the religious spirituality, to the point they are close, so close to Imam al-Hujjah that they pledge their allegiance to Imam al-Hujjah after Jibreel. The first to pledge his allegiance to Imam al-Hujjah is narrated is Jibreel. Jibreel, the archangel, Gabriel is the first to pledge his allegiance to Imam al-Hujjah. Then the others, they come, and there are the 313 commanders. So what does Imam al-Sadiq alayhi afdal salati was-salam says about this 313? 124,000 prophets. In addition to that number, 124,000 awsiya, they prepared mankind for this, for the coming of Imam al-Hujjah. Imam al-Hujjah alayhi afdal salati was-salam. So what is some of these virtues? Imam al-Sadiq alayhi afdal salati was-salam says في أوصاف أصحاب الإمام المنتظر عليه أفضل الصلاة والسلام: يجتمع معه قوم كالزبر الحديد لا تزلهم الرياح العواصف ولا يملون من الحرب. What does that mean? They have the heart stronger than iron. They're not afraid of anyone except for Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. If you are afraid of everyone, then you're not afraid of the Creator. If you are afraid of the Creator, Allah the Almighty, then you are not afraid of anyone. When you are afraid of every single person, then you don't have fear. You have no fear of the Creator, of Allah the Almighty. Their hearts are the heart of iron. It's so strong. Sulb al-Iman. They're so certain. They are so strong in the will. That is number one. Number two, they have complete faith in Allah the Almighty. Complete faith in Allah. We do have faith in Allah, but not complete. Allah gives us everything. Everything is delivered to us, but there are some places where we say, Allah doesn't give me anything. Let Him take this and give me that, because there is no faith. But these people, they have complete faith in Allah the Almighty. For a person to know the meaning of Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim, that one verse, Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim, when he understands the meaning of that one verse, he can walk on water. And it's narrated. Walk on water. Just to know the meaning of that one verse. But because there is not faith strong enough, it can't be one of the 313. And how does that work? Gradually. A person cannot just sleep and then wake up in the morning and have all these virtues in a blink of eye. No. Gradually, one after the other fall into that. You teach yourself. If you see a person going into the gym, every day he goes to the gym just to make himself stronger and stronger. Every day he trains to make himself the next day pick up more weight, become stronger. Same thing falls down for spiritual means. Now I don't pray Salat al-Subh, but I want to be companion of Imam al-Hussein. Well, stay on that delusional thought. I don't recite Quran, but I want to be with the Imam, that he is the embodiment of Quran al-Kareem. I don't fall in any of those standards, but in the blink of eye, I want to be part of this. Sallallahu ala Muhammad wa ali Muhammad. So what does it say about the companions of Imam al-Hussein? They stayed up the night reciting Quran, praying. And their camp was like a beehive. Does the same fall for the companions of Imam al-Hujjah? It says yes, they spend the night praying. They spend the night supplicating, reciting the Quran, and when it's sunrise, they go after the Imam. They follow the Imam into the battlefield. Imam al-Hujjah alayhi afdalu salatu wassalam. So they don't take any breaks. 1 hour is for me, 1 hour is for Allah. All that is for Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. So what else? They have no doubt in the hearts, no doubt about the power of Allah and the virtues of Ahlul Bayt alayhim afdalu salatu wassalam. So they are sulb al-Iman. What else these companions have? These companions, they come with a slogan that reads, Ya li tharat al-Husayn. We said there is connection. There is a connection between, inshallah, in the subsequent nights we come to that topics. Mab'ath al-Rasul sallallahu alayhi wa alihi wa sallam, Ghadir, Karbala, Ashura, and the reappearance of Imam Sahib al-Asr wa Zaman. These four, they are connected to one another. So they come, they say, Ya li tharat al-Husayn. Even though this happens after God knows how long. When I say God knows how long, Allah only possesses that knowledge when Imam appears. Now you might have that faith But think of it, after 10, 20, 30, 40, let's say 1,000, 2,000, 3,000, if the Imam doesn't appear, how many people they still have that faith? How many people they still remember what their obligations are toward their faith and their Imam of the time? They will fulfill every desire of the Imam with their heart and soul. They will fulfill every desire of the Imam. This is a saying of Imam al-Sadiq. With their heart and soul. Whatever you want. Whatever you need. Now, let's connect this to what Imam al-Hussein said. An-nas abidu dunya. This is what Imam said. Who? Imam al-Hussein. الناس عبيد الدنيا والدين لعق على ألسنتهم يحوطونه ما حطت معايشهم وإذا محصوا بالبلاء قل الديانون. What does that mean? These beautiful words, they describe how man is. الناس عبيد الدنيا. People are servants of this dunya. How much can I make? This is the whole thinking and his concern and his, if you ask him, this is my sole reason to be on this earth, of how much I can provide for myself and my family. Take a moment, think about the next life. How much can a person need? How much can a person require? الناس عبيد الدنيا. This is number one. والدين لعق على ألسنتهم. We are okay with our the ahkam. They fall according to our agenda, according to our standards, to my lifestyle. If the hadith falls down to that list of my concerns, my likings, my yes and yes of this life, or what can I do to make my life a better life, if that falls down with that hadith, well, I love that hadith. I say, MashaAllah, this is a beautiful hadith. But if there is one word that says, pay zakat, go hajj, pay khums, pray in the morning, do this, do that, you say, that doesn't look good. The Imam says this, not me. والدين لعق على ألسنتهم يحوطونه ما حطت معايشهم. يعني شنو؟ يعني what? What does it mean? يعني when it comes to their likings, they love the religion. The religion is based on their likings. We want it. We hold tight to it. وإذا محصوا بالبلاء قل الديانون. When calamity strikes them, you see them, the same people, they flee, they run, they escape. وَإِذَا مُحِّصُوا بِالْبَلَاءِ قَلَّ الدَّيَّانُونَ. What else does the Imam say? They will buzz like honeybees in their prayers. They will pass the night in worship, and the morning they will be mounted on horses ready for the helping of the Imam. Obedience. They are obedient of their Imam, and they come with the words Ya litharat al-Husayn. Imam al-Jawad alayhi afdalu salati wassalam says in his hadith, listen to this hadith. Imam al-Jawad said, فَإِذَا اجْتَمَعَتْ لَهُ هَذِهِ الْعِدَّةِ. Imam al-Jawad says this, مِنْ أَهْلِ الْإِخْلَاصِ أظهر الله أمره. What does the Imam say, Imam al-Jawad? If that number, 313 people, they come to that number, they have that virtues, they have that characteristics, then the Imam will appear. What does the Imam say? And they are sincere. صلى على محمد وآل محمد. I asked the brothers to come there, be forward. come a little bit forward to the member. رحم الله من ذكر القائمة من آل محمد. Oh, come to the front. Come to the front. تفضل تفضل. So the Imam عليه أفضل الصلاة والسلام says فإذا اجتمعت له هذه العدة من أهل الإخلاص. من أهل الإخلاص. They are sincere. They have sincerity in their actions. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala then gives permission to the Imam صاحب العصر والزمان Imam al-Hujjah to appear. This is our goal in life. This is our goal in life, to be one of the companions of Imam al-Hujjah alayhi afdalu salati wassalam. And we have a great exemplary people that are the best examples. They are role models. That tonight is special night for them. Like of Habib ibn Mudahir, Muslim ibn Awsajah, حر ibn Yazid al-Riyahi, Qasim ibn al-Hasan, Ali al-Akbar, Abu al-Fadl al-Abbas. Those are the ones who gave their life with sincere heart for Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala and for the Imam of their time, Imam Abu Abdullah al-Hussein. So we learn from them. We study their lives. How can I be like them to be a modern, a moral person, sincere, loyal, certain in my faith, to be a companion of Imam al-Hujjah alayhi afdalu salati wassalam. Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim. Assalamu alayka ya Aba Abdullah wa ala al-arwah allati hallat bifina'i